Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you again. I'm Gabriela Vania, a public relations student from LSPR Communication and Business Institute Jakarta under the supervision of Mr. Charles Bonar Sirait as my lecturer. Today, I'm going to tell you about Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs, breast cancer, and a non-profit organization called Love Pink Indonesia. Before we start on the topic, I wanna ask, have you ever heard about the Sustainable Development Goals? Yes, the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs, also known as the Global Goals. SDGs were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Also, SDGs have 17 goals that are integrated. The list of the targets and indicators for each of the 17 SDGs was published in a United Nations resolution in July 2017. Each goal typically has 8 until 12 targets, and each target has between 1 and 4 indicators used to measure progress towards reaching the targets. The targets are either outcome targets or means of implementation targets. In the third goals, SDGs has focused on good health and well-being to ensure healthy life and promote well-being for all ages. There are many different types of breast cancer, and common ones include ductal carcinoma in situ or DCIS and invasive carcinoma. Others like phyllodes tumors and angiosperma are less common. Now, we are going to talk about the chance of getting breast cancer and are you at the high risk? Well, if you are a woman, you are at a higher risk than men for getting breast cancer. In women, there is about a lifetime risk of 10% of getting breast cancer. If you are a man, you can still get breast cancer too, and we treat it very similarly to women, but it's extremely rare. Mostly, the women diagnosed with breast cancer have early-stage breast cancer where the tumor is small and there's likely no cancer in the lymph nodes. So, in most of the situation, surgery comes first as the first treatment. The usual process is getting a biopsy to determine cancer after having a mammogram. Breast cancer treatment is one of the most complicated decision process in all of healthcare service. How do we reduce the risk of getting breast cancer? The most effective way is to live a healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle can reduce our lifetime risk of developing breast cancer. Be physically active and exercise regularly at least 2 hours per week. If your weight is healthy, work to maintain that weight. But if you need to lose weight, ask your doctor about healthy strategies to accomplish this. And you can get enough rest, doing an annual health checkup, and limiting smoking and drinking alcoholic beverages. Because the more alcohol you drink, the greater your risk of getting breast cancer. To detect breast cancer is to do a breast self-examination before it's too late by using the other hands to feel and check the breast if there's any fluid coming out from the nipple. Love Pink Indonesia is one of the non-profit organizations to organize outreach and prevention activities for breast cancer in Indonesia. Love Pink Indonesia also encourage all women to be aware about breast cancer and encourage all survivors in all stages of their journey. It focuses on socializing activities for early detection by means of first, sadari or periksa payudara sendiri. Second, sadanis or periksa payudara secara klinis. And the third, mentoring for fellow women with breast cancer by creates prevent campaigns, treatments, and also support for breast cancer survivors through Love Pink Indonesia Instagram's content. So guys, let's live a healthy lifestyle to reduce the risk of getting breast cancer. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day, and see you next time.